What's up, guys? It's Lloyd from Frequency Gaming bringing you another episode of the Cinder Hunters. Last episode we beat the first boss, explored a little bit, and I ended up showing you guys a few ways to take down that annoying dragon. Now this episode we're going to continue where we left off at the High Wall of Lothric. Now as you guys can clearly see, we're not exactly where we left off, but we are actually just slightly, if you're facing where the dragon was facing, to the left. Where that knight walked out, we walked right in that tower, walked straight up the stairs and lit that bonfire, just so you guys know, so you're not completely thrown off. Go ahead and go through this way. Double kill right there. Watch out, guys, that guy does pop off every time off the right side of that wall, and this guy always comes up the ladder, so be aware of that. Let's go ahead and go down this ladder. Alright, again, there's another one of these little praying sons of bitches that turns into one of those shadowy dragons, so watch yourself, either take him out as soon as you can, or if you do use weapons, like I'm kind of using weapons right now, but it's not really worth me upgrading, you can go ahead and let him fully transform, and you do get another shard out of that, where you can then reinforce that weapon that you use. Just so you guys know. Go ahead and slide down this ladder. Watch out, there are two archers here, as I epically missed that guy. Go ahead and take out that guy so he gets less obnoxious. And then there's going to be one more guy that hops off this back wall, so be careful for that. Don't let him backstab you. He's a really easy kill, just he's easy to sneak up on as well. Let's go ahead and slide down here. First example of how Dark Souls give you trust issues. That guy that looks like he's dead is actually not. And there's one more guy that hopped off the wall right here. Continue right here, down this way. Now be careful, guys, there is a big son of a bitch back here. He has cheesecake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He's fat as hell. He isn't that bad if you are a caster build, though. I would recommend keeping your distance. That axe is nasty. Does a lot of damage really quick, so like I said, if you keep your distance, this guy's a little pushover, but if you are a close range character, just be careful. He doesn't drop anything. In fact, he actually disappears when you kill him, so don't get your hopes up. However, around this bonfire, I've already been here a few times farming some souls, but there are a couple embers you can pick up right there, so don't forget to pick up those things for you. Now, right to my left is where the boss fight is, so if you're wanting to go through this way, the hardcore way, and you're just ready to take on the boss right now, go for it. You can just drop down right there where that guy's kind of standing, and then take a right. There's going to be two shields with spears down there. Take those guys out and you're ready to go to the boss fight. Now for the people that are stuck at this boss, I'm going to show you a really quick little shortcut to get here a little faster, so you can use less magic and not get hurt as bad, save up that stamina or whatnot. Just basically save your resources to take on that boss. The only thing you really have to deal with are these four guys, and then that's about it, besides that crossbow and axe and then the spear guys. But you end up not having to take down that big knight, and you just avoid a lot of conflict going through this way. Well, if the elevator will activate. There we go. Also, if you're having trouble with this area, the best thing to really do, guys, is to just level up. So farming souls every now and then isn't shameful. You just kind of got to get those stats up. Easy way to kill this guy is to lure him on the stairs. His ranged attacks are nothing, because he'll just like jump up and be basically on the same stair step as he was. So it's a little cheap. There's some souls I forgot to pick up earlier, and these stupid annoying dogs I told you about the last episode. They're always obnoxious no matter what level you're on. Now I actually ended up taking my own tip on this one, guys. I did end up going ahead and farming a little bit. This is a really good area to farm. There's a lot of enemies in a close area, so when you're lower level it's pretty nice. Plus there's all those little praying dudes that are easy souls, so pretty simple. Oh. I think I I just ended up killing this guy with an axe. Like I said, they're like near impossible to take down with a spell. They're just too quick. The lock-on mechanism on this game is trash. Just keep that in mind if you are a caster build. And we'll go to this bonfire. I actually end up farming here and then transferring over. Let's go ahead and go and upgrade my gear a little bit. Maybe. There we go.
Welcome home, I speak.
Alright, let's go ahead and level up for what I have. And then let's go ahead and sell a few things. In the comments below, I will be listing the stuff I sold. It wasn't a whole lot, guys. It's just I had a bunch of souls stacked up and a bunch of, like, basically just a bunch of trash armor that I didn't want that I did from farming. So that's one thing you do get, is you get the souls from the kills. And then normally enemies do drop crappy armor that you want, or that you don't want rather. Then you can end up selling for more souls. Now the armor I do have on now, you can tell I did switch out a little bit. I ended up equipping the Deserter chest plate and the Deserter leggings, just to buff up my physical absorption a little bit for this next coming boss. Just so you guys know. So I do look like a little different now. I'm less fat. I'm rocking my staff a little more now. This is kind of the level now to where you can actually you have a big enough magic pool and things like that that you can start using a lot of spells. So you'll start seeing me use my staff a little bit more now. Let's go ahead and travel back to that boss. Alright, I think we're ready to rock, don't you think? Let's go ahead and head out. Alright, so this is the shortcut, guys, for the people that are stuck. Basically, start off that first bonfire like you were in the first time you got to this area. Obviously, kill that crossbow so it didn't shoot you in the back later. And then make immediate left and drop down right here. You won't lose any health, you'll land one of those boxes, you'll be fine. Now, obviously right here I had a little bad luck and that dog did find me, but most of the time the dog doesn't see you or anything. So just drop right down, you'll avoid any type of conflict. Especially with caster builds, this way you get to save a little bit of your magic. Now for this area right here, you're basically just waiting for that axe, that giant axeman to kind of go up the stairs right there. Takes just a little bit, sometimes not. Sometimes you will see this guy like just break out in a sprint running up the stairs. That is when you want to haul ass, drop down and just run to the elevator, because that dude's basically just going to run up the stairs and drop down where you're at. But he does do the full circle, like all the way around and all the way back to where you were at. So it gives you a little bit of time to go and activate that elevator. And 9 times out of 10 you'll get some free souls, because this dumbass will follow you all the way and jump off the elevator shaft and just fall all the way down to his death. So if you do see him bolting, don't freak out. Chances are you're going to be able to get to the elevator just plenty of time. Just don't lollygag. Alright, once he's about halfway up or so, you are safe to go ahead and drop down. Drop down on the stairwell to avoid taking any damage. And then just take the same route that I just showed you earlier. Just go down the ladder, or elevator rather. Now, like I said, there are going to be those 4 guys that climb up on the wall. It's going to be to your immediate left as soon as you get off the elevator. So just keep that in mind. The guys aren't hard to kill. They're normally one-hit kills, but they do swing like fucking crazy. Like, they just go berserk. So they do a lot of damage to you just because they'll just swing their sword like 8 times and get you stuck in a stun lock. So normally what I'll do is I'll take out this guy right here. He's normally the hardest one. And sometimes I double kill those guys climbing up the walls, but most of the time my fireballs kill quite a few with 1 hit. Of course, that one I just took out 3 with 1 swipe. So it just kind of depends. Like I said, they're really weak. It's just if they catch you in a stun lock, then you're kind of done. They'll take a lot of your health away, and you kind of want to go back and reset at the bonfire to keep that health up. One other tip I have for you guys: when you're fighting that fat knight and you picked up those couple embers, save those, and right before you go in the boss spot, pop an ember like I'm about to do. 1, it lets you summon a friend like I'm also about to do, your buddy Color Wash, that helped us out in the first trailer video. And 2, it gives you a little bit more health, a bigger magic pool, and a bigger stamina pool. So overall, it helps you out tremendously. Now these guys are a little obnoxious. I would go ahead and use, if you are a caster build, or if you're not, regardless, if you have any type of spells, I would use them on these guys because they're just a pain. They really are. Like, and they do quite a bit of damage too. Not a whole lot, but quite a bit. Or just projectiles. Now all around this area, guys, you are going to find like fire bombs, those kind of things. So, I mean, fire bombs work just as well. They're a little bit slower to cast or throw, but just try to stay long range with these guys so you can save your health for the boss. Now, as you can see, this isn't my first attempt at the boss. The main reason is because I tried to fight this boss, or not really try. I was playing the boss, and then I realized my recording device wasn't working, so I was like, no, I can't do this, so I ended up letting the boss kill me so I could go ahead and show you guys how to do this. So right now you kind of see I'm summoning in my buddy Color Wash. He'll actually be he's the one that's going to be helping us out with all the lore videos and things like that. And he'll be hopping in on our PvP videos every now and then as well. But this is actually his monk build, so he's going to be doing a lot of punching, a lot of awesome action stuff, so he's the real man here. I'm just going to be throwing fireballs at this guy. And of course I miss. Okay, cool. But just a little note, guys, it's not the more the merrier when it comes to this game. The more people you have in your lobby, the harder the enemies are, and they do scale them. So make sure if you are bringing your friend in there or whatnot, there is no carrying really in this game unless you're just extremely overpowered. So do not, don't invite a bunch of friends in there thinking you can carry them through or whatever. It does scale up, so just so you know. This guy's a master at dodging my fireballs. Now, I will say, guys, if you do have some fire bombs and you are lucky like me and have a friend that can keep his aggro, fire does a lot of damage to this guy. As you can see, my fireballs are taking like a tenth of his health out at a time. It's good to stay stay in the long range with this guy. He's more of a close range, has a lot of more melee attacks, so it's just better to keep your distance. Now, obviously, if you're a night build or like with my buddy Color Watch, he's a monk build, so you know you guys have to stay close range. But just get ready for that roll button. It's pretty fierce, as you can clearly see. He actually almost kills me here. He goes in this berserk mode, guys. Be careful. If you get lucky like me and make sure he has like a little smidge of health, he loses his shit. Just be careful of that. But we still took him down. Too easy, right, guys? Shout out to Color Wash though for his ultimate sacrifice on that boss fight. Let's go ahead and crack open this door though after we light this bonfire. Alrighty, let's go ahead and what you're gonna want to do is turn all the way back around, go back the way you came, and obviously everything's gonna be respawned because you rested at the bonfire, but it's well worth it. Obviously, you just got done with the boss fight. Yeah, just rush through those two guys so you can take down that archer. He is really obnoxious. And then you can kind of focus on these spirit guys a little easier now. If you do keep them on the stairwell, they are a lot easier to avoid. One roll will get you like 10 feet and all the way behind them. So once they get in their little spam attack, they're kind of stuck that way, so you can kind of knock them in the back that way. Of course, these nights are easy for me because I stay long range. But for the close range builds, be careful. These guys are pretty fierce. They do a lot of damage. Of course, you can see me. I'm just beating the shit out of this guy. But I'm also a little higher level than what I'm supposed to be in this area, guys. Just so you know, I am kind of a grinder. So I end up usually staying a couple levels above what the need level is, I guess you could say. Alright, so guys, if you do want a little bit of a challenge, if you are the right level to be in this area, this little blue knight right here with the red eyes is fairly difficult. You can get some pretty good drops from him. Kind of got to farm him a little bit. He's not too terribly hard compared to the other knights, but he does have quite a bit of more health. And the main thing about this guy, he has unlimited stamina. Like, this dude will knock the living crap out of you non-stop for a good little bit. So make sure you keep your distance, avoid those stun attacks, and you ought to be fine. But he drops regular Lothric armor and all that, and occasionally a good shard so you can reinforce your gear. Anyway, to continue the story, all you gotta do is walk up to this NPC. Don't be afraid. Nothing's gonna happen. Just talk to him. Turn back around. There's nothing in this room, so don't waste your time looting around like I did. Just cut straight back. Now, to continue the story, if that's all you care about, just go straight back where the boss was, open up the banner, and it's all good to go. However, I'm going to show you a quick little extra piece to get a extra Esker Flask shard. That way you can, what's the word I'm looking for? Reinforce. There we go. Reinforce your Esker Flask so you can hold up a little bit more. That way you get an extra either health potion or magic potion, one of the two. You know, your choice depending on your build. But I'll go ahead and show you that area real quick, guys. It's a little bit of a process to get it, but it's definitely well worth it. There's only 15 in the entire game, so you definitely want to stop by and grab this one. Alright, it's the same guys we fought earlier, guys. It's pretty simple. It can be a little difficult sometimes when you hop out on that ladder. Sometimes they're instantly aggroed and just dominate you. Just play it safe, you'll be fine. Most of them take a while to activate anyway. You can go up there and one-hit most of them. So let's go ahead and go right through here. Be careful in this area, guys. There is going to be a knight with a shield, kind of the shield spear combo we saw earlier. He's about the most difficult enemy you'll face in this little area. What makes this guy a little bit difficult is just the close range. They kind of force you to be in the close quarters. You can always take him out. He'll 9 times out of 10 run off the side of the building. So you can always try that if you have a little bit difficult beating him. This guy is so obnoxious. So obnoxious. Take a little shot of liquid courage. And let's try and knock him out. And there he goes, okay. Like I say, it's not too hard of an enemy, it's just the circumstance. Okay, as we go down this hallway, if you turn a right, there's a bunch of crap. If you actually roll through it, there'll be an item at the end of this little walkway. So follow up all the way through there, and you'll be able to grab that. Too easy. Now watch out for this guy to the left. He'll hop right at you, try to attack you. Again, if you roll through all these boxes, there will be an item right there. As you can see, I already picked it up. Just kind of letting y'all guys know. It's easy to pass by. And we'll just walk down here. Okay, so this is a little bit of a difficult area. There's dogs, be careful with that, and then there's a giant axeman. If we make a right here, you'll come upon a chest. No worries, it is not a trap chest. I'm not a troll. You can open that up and you'll get a couple good goodies out of that. I also use this little ledge right there to do some long range attacks from. Alright, and that little glowing little drop right there is actually what we're here for. Let's go ahead and grab that real quick. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. He doesn't want us to touch it. Fair enough. Oh, there that. A little bit of a close call there, but we're alright. We still have this one axeman left. Let's see if I can sneak over there and grab this. Just in case. Okay, again, Esker Shard. Like I said, what you use for, or how you use these guys is you go to the blacksmith and reinforce your Esker flask. Basically allows you to have an extra Ashen Esker flask or Esker flask. Basically another health potion or magic potion, in layman's terms. Okay, so let's see how we're going to handle this guy. We got to play it safe because one little hit and we're done. And then we have no more potions whatsoever. Okay, let's go ahead and take him out long range. He's going to have to run through all these tables and whatnot. Ooh, I'm glad I kind of interrupted his attack right there. Okay, let's see if we can finish this guy off. We have no more magic. Roll. And our last fireball we can cast. Now watch out, guys. If you are in the situation that I am, where we're about to go, there's going to be one more dog. But after that, we're kind of home free. Well, guys, I just spent the rest of this episode searching for loot, but be sure to walk down the stairwell to the right of me. At the end of that stairwell, there will be a cell key, but be cautious, there is a dog guarding it. Be sure to grab it, though, because we'll be using that key in our next episode. So I'll go ahead and speed this up really quick for you guys, and I'll go ahead and show you where it's at. I hate to say this, but this episode is getting a little long, so this is probably a good time to start wrapping things up. This does conclude episode 3 of the Cinder Hunters. Remember, guys, if you liked the video, to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This is Lloyd from Frequency Gaming. Take it easy, guys.